What's happening, guys? And we have the buffed King Garog on display. Welcome to Docky Raids. So we're going to do a damage test and see where King Garog lies now. So we have him in exactly the same kit as the previous video, which was the pre-buff video. 6,954 attack, 200 speed. He's over crit rate, but 284 crit damage. And then accuracy and resistance we weren't playing around with, neither were we caring too much about HP and defense. So we have him in 6-piece merciless, so up to the ignore defense, all the attack bonuses, etc. And then we also have him in 2-piece cruelty, and we have the pieces ascended and everything else. So that's exactly the same. I haven't changed anything since the other day where we tested Garog before. As you can see, I was running a bit of Fire Knight before I checked on the updates. So we have our sheet here. So we have our damage recorded for the various different levels. So we done Dragon. This is the score from the optimizer. That has, without me changing anything, I went in and checked the optimizer there. And we can see... Yeah, we can see it has changed a little bit. No, it doesn't matter. So it's gone up by like 300 points on the A2, which was previously his highest. It still is his highest, so it's gone up there. And let's go ahead and check out Dragon 20, Dragonheart 10 and Shogun and see how he gets on now with a bit of damage testing. So into Dragon's Lair we go. And we'll do 20, and the same as always, we'll do our few damage tests and see how we get on. Oh, come off auto you. Thankfully it has done the right things. And we want to check, we'll check his AoE first, down to 1x speed. 234,000. Okay, so that's way better already, guys. Way better. So that we'll go over his kit and the changes now in a minute, but already that change to the A2 is much better. And I don't think they changed much in the A2. I think what the addition there is his passive in this regard, or in this instance. Okay, and we want to check his A2 this time. It was his A3 last time, the AoE. So let's check this. 76, 69, 72. Okay, so that's over 200,000 as well. Probably, actually, we're talking closer to 230,000 there. So that is very, very good in comparison to what he was doing. It's like a completely different character, honestly. So we'll just take him out of it there. We will do a little love tap here. And we'll just do a schmack with his A3 again. 217, I think, was his highest there as well. So that's a significant difference to what he was doing, guys. Significantly bigger. So let's go ahead now and move on to Dragonheart 10. And the reason we do 20 and 10 is because it gives us a good overall look at how they do against the various different... Oh, we need to get the decreased defense on here. Good. It gives us a good overall view of how the attack does against various different defense levels, because the defense on the harder levels is way up, but also the health pools are. So multi-hit champions have a tendency to kill the Dragon 20 champions before they can get their full damage potential out. So let's see this AoE. 249, I think, was the highest bid there. So let's see if we can get back around again, and we'll just do his A1. We may need to just test his AO1, A1 separately as well. So let's go hack to bits here. 76, 47, 56. Okay, now that's a 4 hitter, so I want to check that again. And we'll just replay this one. We'll speed up, debuff. Now we always go for La Burger here. And we're going with hack to bits, so let's slow this down. 56, 73, 71, 74. So 200 and yeah, about 260 going on there. So nothing wrong with that. Let's get back around to him here and we can try his AoE once more. We'll take out herself. And we'll get Garog's AoE in there. 246, I think I seen there in the middle, so that was quite spicy. Nothing wrong with that. I'll tot these up at the end and we'll have a quick cut and check them at the end. So finally then we want to go with Phantom Shogun's Grove. And we'll check it out here, what we can do. So we've all the speedsters going. And once we have them, we basically have them there to outspeed the Phantom Shogun. Let's go with the A1 first. Or A2, rather. Okay, that was pretty nice. Now, it's not exceptional, and if you've been following my Void Attack Champions top 10 list, it's not exceptional or anything like that, but it is massively improved compared to where he was. So 257, yeah, it's a massive improvement there. That's with the A2. So let's try the A3 here and see what we're getting. Okay, we'll need to go again because we missed our decreased defense. And once again, guys, these are all my own resources that I'm spending here for your benefit and edification. So give us an like and subscribe, give us a share, give us a comment, do whatever you can to con the algorithm into helping me out, basically. So we have the decreased defense and we have the weaken this time, so we're all good. We tried hack the bits already, so let's try Gore Maker. Is that right, Gore Maker? Yeah. 173,000. Okay, again, it's not exceptional, but it is way better. Now, I do have one blessing, and I think blessings make a big difference here. So what I'm going to do is, I didn't put it on him because I was pretty sure that it would make a big difference. Just even having 1 star. So let's go to him and awaken him with pretty much anything, I think. But Heaven Cast is probably the one. Yeah. So we're going to go with Heaven Cast and we'll go back into Shogun. And maybe we'll try Hard Dragon once more. Because I definitely think this makes a bigger difference than we actually give it credit for. So let's just try, we'll try the 2 moves. We'll do the A1 or A2 and then we'll do the A3 and just see what numbers we get. And a bit of stunning. So A2 first. 54, 65, 71, 77. So actually that was a little bit lower. That could be down to various different things. Helm Smasher proccing and not proccing and stuff like that. But Shogun is where I want to see specifically how it goes. And we'll just try to quit this quickly here. I'll put it on 1x speed. 249. Did I see 259 here, or am I mistaken? I'll check it in the recording anyway, guys, so don't worry about that. And then let's finally do Shogun. Now, with it only being a 1-star blessing, it hasn't actually affected his attack or anything like that. It's affected his health, but not his attack, which is why I want to see what kind of a difference it's actually making overall. Okay, we're good to go with our buffs, so let's go with Hack to Bits again. 72, 60, 56, 57. $247. That wasn't much better at all, and it should be. Like, for the blessing itself, he should have been doing more damage, and then the fact that he has a blessing on him, he should be doing more damage. 61, 60, 52, 71. $246. Okay, am I bonkers, or did he not do more damage the first time without a blessing, without Heaven Cast on him? Yeah, I'll run it back through the video, guys, and I will let you know, but we'll pull up the comparison and I'll be right back to you. Okay, guys, so I have the numbers done up there and the comparisons in place. I did do another couple of runs with the Phantom Shogun's Grove, and this is the best I've come out with, which is an improvement with the blessing over what it was without. Every other run I've tried, and I tried maybe 4 or 5, was lower than what it was originally. So maybe it was just a good one the first time and I got Helm Smasher propped on all of them or something. I don't know, but this is the best score with the blessing. So let's have a look at the numbers here and see what we can see. So top, middle and bottom. Top is before he got buffed, middle is after the buff, and then bottom is with the 1-star blessing of Heaven Cast. Okay, so looking at that, you can see before the buff he was really pitiful. 1000, or that was his damage output on Dragon Hard 10. Well, we've done Dragon 20 as well. So Dragon 20, he was less than 200,000 against Horden or whichever enemy it was. Big increase, up to 269,000 then on Dragon 20 against the Waves. That was his biggest hit. Then Dragon Hard 10, again less than 200,000 with a big increase up to 276,000. Again, that's with the A2 Hack to Bits. And then with the blessing, we did come out lower. I did run it another couple of times, but it came out lower. I never got this again after I put the blessing in place. So I don't know, was the non-blessing score just particularly good and I just haven't been lucky again, but with the blessing is lower for some bizarre reason. Then Phantom Shogun is where I like to do a lot of the testing. 196,000 was what we were getting before the buff. 257,000 was the biggest we got after the buff, and then buff with blessing 295,000. So that is pretty good and a pretty significant increase each step of the way here. So yeah, it's been a really, really good buff. Like, I mean, if you're looking at going from 196,000 on Shogun up to 295,000 with the buff and with one blessing, that's a 33% damage increase, which is huge. You know, you're going to take that all day, every day. Now, when we look back at these, when we compare it to everybody else, let's include everybody else. Actually, let's go back. Sorry, I want to color code these. And then let's include everybody. So this is the one with my Void top 10. So if I sort these now, largest, smallest, even post buff, he's still coming in on Dragon 20 as bottom and then second from the bottom. On Dragon Hard 10, he's coming in. Okay, so this is the one with the blessing. He's coming in bottom and second from the bottom, and then like second from the bottom as well, only beating himself above Alil. And then on Shogun again. Oh wait, no, hold on. I might be telling a lie here. He's actually coming in clear bottom all the way around. Now, I do have to caveat that by saying all of the Void champions, the rule I had for them was that they had to have at least a 4-star blessing, so they were getting extra attack and extra crit damage, and probably extra and definitely extra damage against Shogun just by dint of having 4-star blessing. So it shows two things. It shows that maybe he's still not up to snuff, but it also shows the power of what just having the extra stats on a blessing will do for you. So that, guys, is King Garog. Let's have a look at his actual setup now and why he's so much better. He is so much better. We didn't test his A1 at all because that's not where his big damage is coming from. Goremaker, big damage here is to ignore 20% of the target's defense. That did not do that before, so each hit is now ignoring 20% of the defense. Each critical hit, 50% chance to decrease the cooldown of Goremaker, which is the same. Goremaker also ignores 20% of target's defense on all enemies and will ignore a further 5% of defense for each buff on him. So that's why we can get bigger numbers sometimes with the A3 rather than the A2, but the A2 is outperforming on all the tests we've done so far. Then with this didn't come into play at all, but it has been a nice change, which it won't reset if the champion is killed, whereas it used to before. So every time he kills an enemy in a round, his crit damage and speed increase, and it stays increased throughout whether he's killed or not. And whenever an enemy is revived, it fills his turn meter by 30% for each revived enemy, and then buffs him with a 50% increase attack and a 30% increase crit damage on him. So he is fairly decent. He's pretty good now. If I had a 4-star or 5-star blessing on him, we'd be able to see a much clearer picture. He is way better than he was, but is he better than other options? Let me know what you think, guys, in the comments. We definitely need more data on him, but he is massively improved. I just don't know if it's enough. He's not somebody I'd be rushing out to build. but he can do work now for sure. You know, he definitely can do work now for sure. Would be worth testing out with a load of buffs. This year will ignore 20% of each target's defense, will ignore a further 5% of defense for each buff. So you can get 10 onto him. So that's, you're going 70% ignore defense. And then we have, with Merciless 6-piece, we have 35% done. So you're already into true damage without any blessings, without any crushing rend or any of that. And this ignores 20% of defense as well. So like 55%, and cruelty is 5%. So 60% I'm ignoring with that already. And then the critical hits will cool down this as well. So you're just back and forth between the two of them. So on Hydra and stuff like that, he could be very, very good. Very good. The only thing with Hydra is that this doesn't come into play at all. I would have really liked if they had said for each enemy killed or Hydra head decapitated. Like, to make them, bring them up to date for now, that would have been just such a good thing to do. But they missed that opportunity. They seem to do that quite a bit, let's be fair. But yeah, overall, I think he has now become at least Prince Garog. He's not Peasant Garog anymore, but he's definitely at least Prince Garog. Maybe not King just yet, but he is very, very good. I'll check out his story later. Guys, thanks for joining me, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.